Thanks, Sarah. As you should all be well aware of, the Oscars were last week, which brought many winners, losers, and horrible acceptance speeches. To honor this spectacular event, I have made a list of a few of my favorite and most key moments. Let's just cut to the chase. Seth MacFarlane completely bombed as the host of the Oscars. Earlier in the night, William Shatner, as Star Trek's Captain Kirk, beamed in via satellite, and in a meta moment claimed he was from the future, and labeled MacFarlane the worst Oscar host ever, which seemed to be an ongoing joke. Yes, listen, Seth. I think the joke stops being funny when it becomes true. However, the one thing MacFarlane did do right was when he introduced veteran actor Christopher Plummer. After introducing the veteran numerous times, a guard dressed in a Nazi-like uniform ran out stating that Vorenkamp had vanished. The Sound of Music reference went over well with everyone, causing even the most bitter of actors to laugh. Sethy boy, meet me on camera 2. Listen, there's a reason why you didn't win an Oscar. You need to stick to what you know. Wisecracking babies and dick jokes. Michelle Obama made an appearance to announce the winner of the Best Picture Award. Does anyone know why? Michelle herself seemed a bit confused during the whole ordeal. She addressed the audience over satellite, but no one, including the First Lady, was really sure why she was there. The Best Picture winner went to Argo, a military-esque movie directed by Ben Affleck. The actor-turned-director gave an inspirational speech. Let's just show the clip.
I want to thank them, and I want to thank what they taught me, which is that you have to work harder than you think you possibly can. You can't hold grudges. It's hard, but you can't hold grudges. And it doesn't matter how you get knocked down in life, because that's going to happen. All that matters is that you got to get up. Violet, Sam, and Sarah, I love you.
Talk about emotional. Well, I guess after Gigli, there's no place to go but up. And finally, graceful as always, Jennifer Lawrence trips up the stairs going to accept her Oscar for Best Female in a leading role for Silver Linings Playbook. This is the second time Lawrence has had an eye-catching moment while going to accept a major award. The fall gave some close men a glimpse into her silver linings. Hey, Jen, I got a playbook for you. Call me. I'm not done talking about Jennifer Lawrence, though.
I love Jennifer.
Oh my God, thank you. I loved all your movies. Oh, really? Do I look like a new girlfriend?
I thought about it.
Jennifer, you only just won your first Oscar. You're not that famous yet. Call me when you've got a Kids' Choice Award. That's all that's good from Hollywood. Back to you, Matt and Sarah.
I wonder when I'll be nominated for my first Oscar.
You won't get nominated, Matt. We are news anchors, not actors.
First, I'd like to thank the Academy, then my jealous co-anchor, Sarah Clifton.
Wow, Matt, thanks for the mention. We will be right back with your Wazoo news and show you how the cast of The Update prepares for spring break. Welcome back to The Update. A murderer in Sweden tried to turn himself into police, however, he was told to come back later. Saleh Hadri is suspected in the murder of a man back in 2011 and has been on the run ever since. When knocking on the police station door, Hadri was informed the station was closed and he would have to turn himself in at a later time. I guess what they say is true. Crime never sleeps except after 5 p.m.
Israel is the latest in a movement to keep models from being too skinny. The country passed a new law last week banning models with a body mass index below 18.5 from the catwalk, advertisements, and photo shoots. Well, it seems Israel is not afraid to say, "We like our women chunky." You go, Israel, keeping it kosher.
As we are all aware, everyone is getting Facebook pages and Twitters. But the Wazoo Registrar's Office? For more on that and other Wazoo news, we send it over to our Wazoo correspondent, Aaron Osgood.
Thanks, Sarah. The WSU Registrar's Office launched its own Facebook page and Twitter feed last week to the sound of a, huh? The office has felt they're a bit out of touch with the general student population. However, most students are left wondering what the page would actually be used for. Well, speaking from personal experience, I'm glad they're doing this. Now we can tweet them friendly reminders about when financial aid is due. The ASWSU elections took a funny turn this week. It has become apparent that presidential candidate Jake Mason is not currently enrolled as a WSU student. He also does not meet the 2.3 GPA requirement needed to run for office. Well, if the American people could elect a literate George W. Bush to office and consider Sarah Palin for VP, I think WSU will be okay. Mailboxes across the Pullman area are coming under attack. According to the Pullman police chief, checks and money have gone missing from numerous mailboxes over the last few days, causing students some serious problems. Pullman police have a few suspects, but no arrests have been made just yet. Who tries to make their fortune stealing money from broke college students? Who are you, the bookie? An assistant professor from the College of Pharmacy has received a grant worth over $1 million to study HIV. Grant Trowbridge has been researching at WSU since 2010. Unfortunately, word is that some unnamed assistant opened up a $1 million tab at Valhalla. Yeah, I wonder how that study's going. The Vagina Monologues have come to Pullman, and apparently Vagina's open conversation about violence. The Vagina Monologues is an episodic play recounting the feminine experience, using the vagina as a symbol of female empowerment. So far, it's done a fantastic job in the Palouse, but the update would like to warn all of its audience. The show does have a talking vagina, so be mature about it, Matthew. And now it's time for my weekly segment, Aaron Osgood's Top 5 WSU Secrets of the Week. Number 5. On one Friday night, I walked through Greek Road to get to Dismore's, and this guy who was completely drunk ran up to me and hugged me and said I felt soft and that he wanted to cuddle with me. And he didn't care that I was a guy. I haven't walked down that street again. Number 4. Every time I ride the Cub elevator, I think about what it'd be like if there was a zombie apocalypse like from The Walking Dead, and I was stuck with the people I was riding with for the rest of my life. Number 3. I once woke up still drunk, half an hour late to work, so I sprinted across campus to Beasley, where my job was to work at a future Cougar Day for prospective students, and I drunkenly talked to high school students and their parents all about the benefits of WSU. Number 2, I hate the music at my frat. I just like having random girls push their backsides against my junk for an extended period of time while I pretend that dubstep is a viable form of music. And number 1, my freshman year here, I had a final that would only affect my grade if I got below a 45%. So instead of studying, which seemed a little bit unneeded, I filled a liter of Smart Water with vodka and took a sip for each question I didn't know. Best final ever. Well, that's all for your WSU news for the week. Back to you guys at the desk.
Spring break is just around the corner, so you'll be sure to see plenty of people thinking that they can get this before spring break.
That's right, Matt. Here at the Update, we like to stay physically fit all the time. So to check up on how our staff is doing, our correspondents Robert Muncaster and Henry Wilhoit took a trip to the rec center. Tonight we bring you the Muncaster/Wilhoit's Report Spring Breakers Edition.
Spring break is fast approaching, and Washington State University students are getting ready for the week-long vacation. Some students are stocking up on booze, others are buying winter gear for their ski trips. But the most popular destination is the beach. Here's how the cast of The Update gets ready for spring break.
Why do I work out? Well, you can't really tell, but the camera does add 10 pounds, and that constant struggle is something you have to consistently battle with when you're in the anchor business. This is what an anchor's body really looks like, if you had to know.
Well, today I'm swimming at the rec, and I don't know, it's not really a workout. I don't really have to work out. I always look this fierce.
Why do I use the elliptical? Well, isn't that what all the girls do around here? I mean, gotta put some time in, get toned up that lower half, get some legs ready for the beaches of Costa Rica.
Why do I run? Well, because I'll be headed to the beaches of Thailand soon, and I need to be as thin as the rainbows overhead.
I'm just trying to control my anger. Why are you asking? I love hitting things.
I don't know why they made me do that. I had no idea how to row. I've never done it before in my life. The producer actually had to help me out of the machine. I don't know what I was doing.
It looks like the cast of The Update is anxiously awaiting their spring break vacation, probably because they just want the time off from the news. But that's not for me. I'll spend my spring break reading newspapers and catching up on the current events. For The Update, I'm Robert Muncaster.
Damn, I look good. Anyways, a Texas woman wanted to make sheriff's deputies the butt of a joke. A 48-year-old woman from Hood County attempted to call and request cigarettes from the local sheriff's department by calling 911 and placing her order. But it seemed the intoxicated woman picked the wrong audience for the home delivery when 2 officers showed up to her home and arrested her. Seriously. Seriously, at least offer them a tip. Jeez.
A television station in Montana had its regular scheduled programming interrupted by some deadly news. The KRTV and CW station in Great Falls, Montana say hackers broke into the emergency alert system, reporting news of a zombie apocalypse, causing chaos to erupt in the small town, with even a few phone calls to police requesting aid. Well, thankfully it was only a joke, or else things could have really gotten out of hand.
Prepare yourself, Sarah! We must defend the studio for Cable 8, for America!
Well, thanks for watching this episode of The Update. I'm Sarah Clifton, and that was Matt Kramer. And as he would say, stay classy, Pullman.
When has this ever happened to you? Or this? Or even this? Hi, I'm Winston McQuirt from the critically acclaimed news drama, The Update, and I'd like to take a moment out of your busy schedule to talk about the dangers of Snapchatting. More often than not, people Snapchat in the safety of their homes, free of onlookers and embarrassing situations. But every now and again, you have Snapchat-related incidents that turn fatal. 8 out of 10 people will send a Snapchat today, and 1 out of those 8 will do something really, really embarrassing that they wish they could take back instantly. We here at The Update are concerned about your health. So remember, when you Snapchat, make sure you're not being watched by creepers. Make sure your face is distraught enough that you only seem to be straining to read a text. And when you snap on the go, be sure to watch where you're walking. If you follow these suggestions, you may not have an embarrassing moment like this. I'm Winston McQuirt, and this was a public service announcement.